Canada has just released its 2026 National Artificial Intelligence Strategy. It's called AI for All, and the name isn't just branding. The core argument that the strategy tackles is that artificial intelligence shouldn't just benefit a handful of tech companies or research labs. It should work for every Canadian. So let's break down what's actually in it. The strategy is built around 6 pillars that all work together to create a robust AI program: protecting democracy, building AI literacy, driving shared prosperity, developing sovereign infrastructure, scaling homegrown companies, and building global alliances. Those 6 things form the spine of everything else in the document. Now, Canada has always had a strong history on AI research. Geoffrey Hinton, Yoshua Bengio, Richard Sutton. These pioneers of modern deep learning are Canadian, or at least they did their foundational work here. We have world-class institutes like the Vector Institute and the Alberta Machine Intelligence Institute, and the government knows this. And the strategy is essentially answering this question: how do we stop being a country that invents things and starts being a country that benefits from them? Because here's the thing: Canada is great at research and not great at much else when it comes to AI. And here's some data that supports this. Only 8% of small and medium businesses have adopted AI. In contrast, Germany is at 26%, France 18%. We rank 44th out of 47 countries in AI literacy and training. And nearly 70% of Canadian AI startups eventually pack up and move south. So what does the government plan to do about it? Well, on infrastructure, they're committing to building a world-leading public supercomputer and expanding Canada's sovereign compute capacity to 850 megawatts by 2030. Right now, Canadian researchers and companies are heavily dependent on American cloud providers. The goal is to change that, partly for economic reasons, but also for reasons of national sovereignty. And Canada has a real advantage here. 83% of our electricity grid is already renewable or low emission, and our climate is coldish, except now, of course, when we're in a heat wave. That makes us a naturally attractive place to build sustainable, cost-efficient data centers. The question we have is whether the data centers that we build will stay that way and become an asset rather than a strain on resources. On the economic side, the government's targets are ambitious. By 2031, the strategy projects up to 340,000 new AI-related jobs and nearly 200 billion GDP gains. Business AI adoption is meant to jump from 12% today to 60% by 2034. To keep homegrown companies from leaving, the government is launching a $500 million Canadian Tech Growth Fund, taking equity stakes in promising firms similar to approaches used in the US, France, and Japan. The idea is to give Canadian startups a reason to stay and to give the country a return when they succeed. There's also a serious focus on specific sectors where Canada already has strength, things like health, energy, agriculture, transportation, and manufacturing. The first major investment is $200 million towards using AI to improve health outcomes. Given the pressures on our healthcare system right now, that's not a hard case to make. On trust and safety, the government is establishing a Canadian AI Safety Institute and a Trusted AI certification program. The argument isn't that safety and speed are opposites. It's that trust is what drives adoption. If Canadians don't trust these systems, they won't use them. So safety isn't a brake on innovation, it's the foundation for it. And globally, the strategy positions Canada as a partner of choice for countries that want a democratic alternative to the dominant AI powers. There's a new sovereign technology alliance being stood up with Germany as the anchor partner. Canada is also doing joint work with the UK on AI safety standards and aligning with the EU on responsible innovation frameworks. The document doesn't name China directly in this context, but the subtext is clear. There's a global competition underway between open, values-based AI systems and what the document calls values-agnostic ones. Canada is planting its flag firmly on one side of that. So overall, this is a serious and ambitious document. It's honest about where Canada has fallen short, it's specific about targets, and connects the dots between research strength, economic opportunity, and democratic values in a way that feels coherent. But if even half of this is implemented well, it would meaningfully change the country's position in the global AI landscape. The Digital Impact Awareness Initiative has created a briefing note that outlines all of this, which I will put in the description box. And if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe so you won't miss more videos like this. Thank you for watching.